Welcome to Tommy Solo's famous friends, Shameless Plugs. This is where we are going to talk about new and exciting events that are happening near you. And for Toronto fans, I'm very happy to have on this show today Frank Soda. Welcome, Frank.
Nice to be here, Tommy, again. Thank you.
It's absolutely my pleasure. So, Frank, you are in Toronto early for over a week's rehearsals with the original Imps.
Yes, I am. We've been planning it for quite a while, but since the actual original drummer ended up passing away, then we really started, getting in touch with each other and saying, let's just get all the crew that used to play and hang together and do at least one nice kind of big show while we still can. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So it's been in the works for a while now.
So you are at the Rockpile in Toronto. That's at 5555A Dundas Street West in Toronto at the Rockpile. World-renowned concert venue, and this is a big deal. So it's being billed as Frank Soda and the Imps' one last show, The Final Explosion. So sounds like it's going to be a good time had by all.
Well, I sure hope so. We called it The Last Explosion because when you get to my age, you're thinking, how many more times can you blow up your head without really blowing it up, So I thought, well, we'll give them one last bomb and a nice excuse for all us musicians to get together, because I'm having other musicians that used to sub in as well, coming in and sitting in, special guests coming up and all that. Just a fun night,
Well, who are some of the names that people would recognize from the Imps and past and present?
Well, it's going to be like Charlie Towers was the original bass player that played with John LeChasseur. Now, he's had a bit of a surgery on his hand and stuff, so we're not sure exactly how much he's going to be taking part in it, but we'll see how he heals by the time that the gig comes up. But he'll be there. And then there's Peter Crowley, who did the Saturday Night Getaway album with me. He will be there. And then there's after when I started doing tours off and on, and then I would come back and other musicians were busy, I ended up having a drummer named Rick Vautour, he's very big in doing all the classics albums live. He's always gigging all over the States and everywhere doing all that, and he's going to be coming and sitting in. I have Attila, who used to play with the Kings, the drummer for the Kings. He sat in, and I used to do some of the Max Webster revisited stuff, with Terry Watkinson and Mike Tilka and that. And he's coming in with his bass player. Ian will be there with him as well. So it's going to be that unit as well, because Mike Tilka of Max Webster, he's got a project called Jude Jar, I believe it's called, and they're going to be opening the show. So then we're all going to get together and jam together, maybe do a bunch of songs together as well.
Well, that sounds like a real treat. Now, I understand this is an early show. It's a 7 p.m. show and all ages.
Yes. Yeah, they got a few bands going to be opening, a couple of bands opening, that type of thing, and then Mike Tilko will come on. So, when you get to be like us, we want to have not super late night, but we want to have it so that we can party a bit,
Right, yeah. And you've been away from Ontario for a long time, so I don't know if I want to be in the room, man. But just kidding. I'm just, worried about things exploding around me. But
no, we get the seniors discount on explosions,
Oh, cool. Cool. Oh, man. Yeah, so this sounds like a really good time. So one last show, The Final Explosion. That's awesome. What time are the Imps going to hit the stage?
Well, I believe by 10 o'clock we should be on at the latest, 10 o'clock. And also we got someone that's close to your area, Brian Vollmer from Helix, coming out. And he's doing a special guest appearance in the middle of our show too, So that'll be a fun time too. Tony Springer, from Wild Tea is going to be down there. A bunch of musicians, who knows? It may turn out at the end to be like a bit of get everybody on stage to jam one last song,
Awesome. So you're going to back up Brian Vollmer and Tony Springer as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, they're going to come up. I have an extra amp on stage. And Brian Gagnon also, who played with me, and after the Saturday Night Getaway album, he toured with me back in the day. I think it was 1980. I guess it was 82-ish, something like that. But he did a lot of stuff with me, and he'll be coming up too. And so, we're just going to wing it as far as, guests coming up. It's going to be a fun time towards the end of the set.
Awesome. And for people that maybe weren't aware of Brian Gagnon outside of the Imps. Brian is also well known for his time with Dillinger and probably most famously The Hunt. And man, that guy is talented.
Oh, super. Like I said, with me, it was like I was always the weakest musician of the bunch. They were so always played with some great musicians. This is why it's really nice to get together with all these guys. You know, he's a fabulous engineer, guitar, keyboards, drums, anything. You know, he can do anything. Bass, phenomenal vocals. You know, Brian Gagnon is tops.
Yeah.
Super. He's also doing with his Jude Jar project. He's a big part of that Jude Jar with Terry Walk. With Mike Tilka.
Yeah.
And so he'll be coming down there because Tilka's going to be there with his band and that type of thing. So yeah, he's a big part of that project too. So there's all that connection, you know.
Awesome. Now, is there going to be anything new that fans can expect, or is this just going to be a trip down memory lane for everybody?
Well, no, most of it will be a trip down memory lane. We're digging up some old songs that we haven't done. And also, Peter Crowley played on the Saturday Night Getaway album. He played flute. He also plays sax. So he'll be playing flute and sax just to add a couple of different dimensions to it, just for fun. You know, we're doing that, you know. And a couple of probably songs that I haven't played in a long time, too, and maybe a couple even new ones, you know. So we'll see.
This sounds like a really fun time, man. I'll tell you. Oh, man, I'd love to be in the room. Now, how much are tickets?
I don't think they're that much.
Okay, well, we can get that information anyway online at therockpile.ca, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so therockpile.ca is where you go to get your tickets, and all that information is there. Man, that sounds like a real fun time, Frank. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thank you very much, Tommy.
Yeah, well, listen, man, good luck with your rehearsals for the next week or so, and I hate to be cliche, but break a leg, man.
We're going to break a leg and blow up a head, you know what?
That's awesome. Well, listen, my buddy, my friend, until next time, cheers.
Okay, cheers to you, Tommy. Bye-bye.
All right, if you like rock and roll, you want to see a really good show, and you're in the GTA, the Toronto area, don't miss this show. Tickets are available through TicketWeb, $20 plus admin fee, and you don't want to miss this one. If you like rock and roll, hey, the Return of High Times is coming at the Rockpile, 5555 Dundas Street West in Etobicoke, Ontario, Friday, September 23rd. Doors open 7 p.m. for this awesome all-ages show. And here, for your listening pleasure and a preview of what to expect at a Frank Soda and the Imps live show is TV People. Enjoy.
This is called TV People.
$6 million man. He beats you fancy.
Tommy Solo's Famous Friends is a one-man production, meaning that I've done all the work, including guest acquisition, recording, editing, and so on. And hey, if you like the show, why not subscribe and help support us through Patreon at patreon.com/TommySolo. The theme song for Tommy Solo's Famous Friends is a clip from my original composition, The Burn. All rights reserved. And you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for listening, and until next time, cheers.